Hello, JJ here from 22 Explosive Hits. I'm hopping on a tag that's out there for hip hop music. I have a bunch of it in my collection, and I thought I would try to answer as many of these questions as I can. First is your first hip hop purchase. Well, this was a tie because I got both of these on cassette at the same time back in the day. It'd be Beat Street and the Breakin' soundtrack as well. So here's the Beat Street album right here, and then here is the Breakin' one. The Breakin' has early Ice-T on it, and this one, of course, has the Beat Street breakdown, which is probably the biggest hit off this record that I really enjoyed the most. I remember I had the complete rap memorized. An 80s hip hop album. I'm gonna go with a couple here. I have the picture disc for Raising Hell. I again had this album memorized. I saw them live twice. I saw them live the second time actually. Fresh Prince opened for them when I saw them live that one time. Actually, I thought Fresh Prince stole the show on the second time I saw them, but the first time I saw them was at Summerfest in Milwaukee, and it was an amazing show. They really did a great job back then in putting on a good show, and this was just classic stuff by them. Another 80s that I also have is De La Souls. I had the opportunity to meet De La Soul. It was by accident. Their show, the guy in front of me at the radio station was interviewing them on his radio show when I was ready to walk in and do my radio show. So I had the opportunity actually to meet these guys. They were a lot of fun. They really were a fun group in Brooklyn, and I really enjoyed meeting them. Next one I have is 90s hip hop. This would be Dr. Dre, um, The Chronic. I love this record from start to finish. It's a great hip hop mix with him and Snoop Dogg. My favorite tune on here is Let Me Ride, is my favorite tune on this particular one. Show a 2000s. I'm going to go with Eminem Curtain Call. This is a great Eminem mix of all his different cuts, and it does have some stuff on here from 2000, so I thought I would show that one. A label I associate with rap, I probably would say Priority Records, and here I have a Priority Records greatest hits record that came out. I had this on cassette. This one has Rumors by Timex Social Club, King of Rock by Run DMC. The Fat Boys are on here, as well as the biggest hit on here that was popular when I was in middle school was Pee Wee's Dance by Joski's Love. The next one that I have on here is a 12-inch single, and I have it was this one's really cool. It's Easy E's. Kind of, it's a replica of the 12-inch record that he sold for Boys in the Hood. That was what kind of started off the career of NWA. Was the Ruthless Records. Kind of, it's a replica of that particular one. It's a pretty cool release that came out to kind of replicate um, that particular release of Boys in the Hood, which is my understanding that him and Dr. Dre laid that down line by line by line by line. Really cool 12-inch that I have. I don't have anything by a female artist. Probably the closest thing I think I might have somewhere is the Deadpool soundtrack, which has Salt and Pepper on it. But that would be about it. And I couldn't find it for this particular tag, but that'd be the closest that I would have. An artist we lost. I'd go with Tupac. He was awesome. He was also a great actor. I had the opportunity. My teacher, Larry Banks, got to work with him in the movie Juice. I thought he was a great actor. He was also very thespian trained. People do not realize that about him. But his raps and everything were just intense, especially once he hooked up with Dr. Dre. The next question is a posthumous album. Possibly that one would be the only other one that I would have. My favorite producer, Russell Simmons, or go with Rick Rubin for Run DMC. This is Tougher Than Leather. Run DMC. Rick Rubin, I thought, was really great about incorporating a lot of the classic guitar riffs as he did in the earlier record that I showed with Walk This Way, as well as on this one as well. He brought in a lot of the really cool guitar rock and roll riffs, which added a lot to his stuff, as well as he's also known for, of course, producing the Beastie Boys. He's also in the Fight for Your Right Party album as well. An artist I have at least 3 records of. The closest I come, I think, I just showed the Chronic. I also have NWA's Straight Outta Compton. I have this one. This was a classic record that is just amazing from start to finish. Of course, a lot of us white guys used to love to sing that song, "Fuck the Police," and John Mulaney even does a comedy routine about it, how they would say it at parties as well, and it was true, we did. And then to add to that one, they have the third one is also have this Straight Outta Compton soundtrack, which has on there a lot of these hits by NWA, Dr. Dre, and Ice Cube as well. The next one I have is a song everyone knows. The one I'm going to go with for song everyone knows is the Super Bowl Shuffle by the Chicago Bears. What was cool about this, they recorded it before they even made the Super Bowl. This was a benefit for hunger, and they recorded this particular record for that. Super Bowl Shuffle was a very popular rap tune done by the Bears, Walter Payton, Jim McMahon, Mike Singletary, just to name a few, were actually the popular ones on this record. So it said favorite hip hop album, so I just want to take this opportunity to show off a few more hip hop albums that I have in my collection because I don't get the opportunity to show these very often in many tags. Next one I have is the Crush Groove soundtrack. I did have the opportunity to see Sheila E. She opened for Lionel Richie back in like '86 or '87, and she came to the Milwaukee Arena, and I was in the video game room across the street, and guess who walked into the video game room? Sheila E. And my mom always kind of kidded me about that because she was with me because she went to the concert with me, and she said my mouth was just dropped. I was like a 14-year-old boy with hormones blazing, and I couldn't even get like 2 words out to talk to her. But this record also has one of the debut tracks of the Beastie Boys on here, which is "She's on It." It's kind of the loose bio of Russell Simmons, and it's a really good soundtrack. Also has on here "All You Can Eat," and also has Force MD's "Tender Love" is another really good hip hop tune on here as well. Now I am a KTEL guy, so I have a few KTELs. I want to show off a few compilations. This one here is the Grand Masters of Rap. It's a full inch, 12-inch original hits. This one has on here Grandmaster Flash's The Message, Rapper's Delight, Sugar Hill Gang, New York, New York, Grandmaster Flash. Also Sounds of the Mic. This one also has on here The Haunted House of Rock by Houdini, and this has Eighth Wonder by Sugar Hill Gang. So it's a really good mix on here of a compilation record that I have of Grandmasters of Rap. Another one I have in my collection as well that I wanted to show off is called Urban Exposure. This one has on here Jam Master Jammin' by Run DMC. Again, it has a Super Bowl Shuffle, which I just showed earlier, as well as Maytronic's Bassline, Disco 4, The Cartoon New, and Escape I Need a Break by Houdini, and Forgive Me Girl by the Force MDs. Really nice. I believe this is a KTEL release of different rap songs. Just a couple more I wanted to show off. Of course, my favorite Beastie Boys, Licensed to Ill. Great. I had this record memorized from start to finish. I don't know if we've seen this, but it's on Apple Movies. Is the Beastie Boys story where they go over how a lot of these tracks were laid down. And just one more that I want to show off real quick. I think it's kind of a founding album. Is Herbie Hancock. This one has his famous tune on here, Rocket. I think everybody remembers that Grammy performance that he gave for this record. So that's my take on the hip hop vinyl tag that's out there. Let's just remember to bring each other up rather than bring each other down. Have a great day.